Yeah, Trapaholics.
This motherfucking baby bag exclusive, nigga. Where my motherfucking gunshots at?
Yeah!
Hey, hey,
Yeah! My niggas is gold, my niggas is shoulders. Y'all niggas is lame, y'all niggas is losers. My niggas is gold, my niggas is shoulders. Y'all niggas is lame, y'all niggas is losers. My niggas is gold, my niggas is shoulders. Y'all niggas is lame, y'all niggas is losers.
Hey everybody, what is going on? This is the first initial podcast, sort of conversation thing for me, myself, Milk Man Juicey. This is my voice. Some of you probably heard it in stories or something, or in a few of my videos on Instagram. But I was just thinking about this. I don't know how it's gonna go. I really don't, but I hope that it gets somewhere. So basically, it's going to be split up into 3 sections. One is just talking about what's coming up with the clothes and my brand. The second section is going to be just talking about random shit, anything, giving my opinion on things, saying what I've been doing, games I've been playing, my clothes even. I could keep going on with that. And the third option is going to be in the future, so this one's going to be a little shorter. It's going to be like a fan question sort of thing. So like if people want to send me questions or emails or something like that, anything like that. These are going to be uploaded on YouTube. It's probably where you're listening to it right now. I guess I could start with the main reason why I started thinking of this. I listen to a lot of podcasts, people like John CJG, Report of the Week, etc., Sleepy Cabin, Sleepycast. And I've always thought, I've always had so much entertainment watching them while I game or while I work on designs and clothes or brainstorming new ideas that are going to come up. So I'm just like, maybe, this wouldn't be too bad. I'm just like, what brand out there really has this sort of thing? I mean, it's not too big, so most people probably don't, want to delve into it that much. And I'm even a little concerned on how an audience would react to doing something like this and how they would come about doing this. So I'm going to just start with this first episode, see what it's like. If I get good feedback, even if anyone watches it or anything like that, I'll definitely make another one. Because I had a podcast 2 to 3 years ago with a few of my friends that I don't really talk to anymore, but I had a ton of fun with that with them, and I always thought of doing a podcast. But with the brand, I think it'll be interesting. And also on this YouTube channel, I'm going to be posting videos of just random stuff, like I'm not a film person, but maybe a short film or trailers to a new shirt coming out when I get bigger, I guess. But we'll see how that goes. So I guess we can start up with what's coming up on the brand. So the brand, I think, is in a good state right now. I think it's in a great state. I think what I'm planning on doing is April 23rd. You're probably hearing this on April 23rd. This video is released. I have all 3 colors for the 3 shirts that I have out currently. 3 separate colors, which should be yellow on the Milk one, pink on the Haley one, which you've already both seen if you follow my Instagram, because both Tagarashu and Baby's Been Blue, 2 really cool people, are wearing my shirts, and I posted their pictures onto my Instagram, which is really cool. And then the lamb sauce one, I'm caught between colors. I want to do maroon, but I also want to do dark green. I don't know, but we'll have to see. We will have to see. So that's the plan I have for April 23rd. And then a new shirt as well. It's on my Instagram. It's the Doozer shirt. One of my favorite designs. It's a bit of an inside joke, but I honestly think it looks really cool. I like the eyes on the O's. A really simple thing, but I basically just edited them out, photoshopped them out off of the dog, flipped them two around, and then pixelated them. So really cool. I'm hoping people like that. I hope they enjoy it. So yeah, that's what's coming up with the brand. Now I guess we're just gonna basically just go into anything that's possible. I actually was about to take my car to go to CarMax about an hour ago, but what's it called? Because my oil was leaking, and I checked underneath the hood and the oil's fine. My dad helped me out with that, and we checked it and it was fine. Everything was solid on it, but for some reason it's leaking some liquid. I don't know if it's coolant, if it's oil or something. I picked it up with my finger off the ground, but it's staying there, so it's not like, it's definitely not just water or anything like that. So we were going to take it in, but the service center's closed. Yeah, CarMax is a bitch when it comes to that. They, do not understand how to serve. Their service center usually rarely answers, and when they do, they put you on hold for hours and hours upon end. If you don't know what CarMax is, it's like the Walmart of car shops, basically. It's the best way I can describe it. But yeah, I recently got a new car there. I'm basically broke. I had to put all my savings on the down payment, and then now I gotta pay monthly for that fucking thing. So I'm basically broke right now. I really want to head to Taco Bell. Taco Bell sounds good right now. I got $1.27, and that should go up to at least $1 item. But oh my god, I fucking saw that I went up to the fucking Taco Bell window with my girlfriend a few days ago, and I got $1 item. They put it down, and it's at $1.16. They changed it. It's no longer $1.11. The tax is more. That's some bullshit. Because I remember I worked there. I always got a bunch of dollar items, but now it's $1.16. I don't think I'm gonna get one anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that cheap, but seriously, it kind of blows. But yeah, that's what's been going on today. As of anything else, I'm hoping to start a skate group with my brand. That'd be pretty sweet. That's what I really want to do. Right after this podcast, I'm hoping in the near future, I'm going to keep releasing shirts. I got some hats, things, stickers maybe. I don't know. I've never been a fan of stickers because usually I end up putting stickers on something. Like on my old car, I put those 2 Create stickers on there, and I have a picture of it. And, I usually end up putting the stickers on there, but then the car broke down and they had to tow it. And I didn't take the stickers off. So that's they're not expensive stickers. They're like $4 stickers, but that's, say I get 4 of them, that's like $2 right there. Oh, I sound so cheap. But no, I'm not trying to sound cheap, but I really like those stickers. They're really cool, and that's 2 stickers right there that I just lost and I can't use again. So now I only got 2 more stickers left, so I put one on the window of my car, my newer one, and so I've never really been a fan of stickers. And even say I want to put one on my Mac for my school, because we get Macintoshes. Right at the end of the year, they're gonna take that shit off. You gotta get a whole new fucking sticker. And if anything, if I would do stickers, I'd make them. I don't want to make them extremely expensive, because I'd want to make a sticker that's cheap enough to where I at least get a profit. So I'm making something out of it, but not too expensive that, I don't want you guys to waste your money. That's what I'm trying to do with all my clothes, honestly. But I gotta learn how to screen print. Hoping to do that. I'm not gonna make an announcement when I learn how to screen print, but or print on t-shirts. All I gotta do is just buy a printer, but that shit is fucking expensive as hell. That shit's I don't know about anyone else, but I'm finding ones that are $200 to $300. So I can't afford that right now. So that's why my shirts are a little overpriced. If anyone does have a problem with that, I do apologize. I really hope to fix it in the future. I definitely will, because I'm definitely dedicated to this thing. But yeah, skate team. I'm hoping to do that in the future. It's just the problem is I'm living in Missouri, and I know a few people who skate, and I actually found a few people about a few weeks ago skating in my neighborhood, which was pretty cool, because I didn't think anyone skated in my neighborhood. But so hoping to do that. Missouri is not the best place for doing it. The weather is varied. It's full of hicks. Not really where I'm at, Liberty. But it's mainly full of just people who dress like skaters. At least where I'm at, like Liberty North, for example, like dress like skaters, but don't skate. Like, I'm not even saying don't skate good. You know, I don't care who skates good or who skates bad. Like, skating, even if you can ride your board, like, that's cool. Like, you know, if you ride your board and you love skating, then do it, dude. Like, that's fucking sick. But, like, just, they don't even want to skate, but they dress like skaters. You know what I mean? It's the whole Thrasher, chicks wearing Thrashers, you know, thoughts wearing Thrashers and shit who don't skate, but do it because it's in, you know. But hey, you know, if you want to dress like that and you like skating, or even if you don't dress like that and you like skating, dude, who cares if you're good or bad at it? Do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. And I mean, you know, those people can dress like that and not skate. I mean, it's a cool style, I guess. Do what you please, do what makes you happy, but there's just so many of those here. I rarely find people who skate here. It's extremely difficult. Unless I go all the way to like downtown, which is like the main city, you know, like the main New York cities kind of thing. It's like, you know, this big area, and that place is like 30 minutes away. I don't really want to drive all the way down there. That's another thing. I'm usually lazy when it comes to skating. By the time I get out there, I'm already like, fuck, I just want to lay down. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I love skating. It's really fun. It's definitely it's my second favorite hobby, right? Well, I'd have to say my third, because my first would be video games. Second would be my clothing line, because I'm always doing shit with that, even behind the scenes. And then my third has got to be skating. But I think it's just the fact that, you know, I don't really skate with anyone, honestly. I usually skate solo. So at that point, you know, you don't really have an initiative to get out there and go skate with people. I've skated with people before, but most of them don't even skate that often. Like, at all. So it's a bit of a shame. But hopefully, skate team, that'd be awesome. I'd love to have some people here who would go skate and shit, and we can create a group, and we'd wear my shit, and they'd pitch it on designs, and I'd make the shit, and people would have different roles. You know, like someone designs, someone sews, someone prints. Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be the coolest thing. I'm not even joking. But yeah, that's what I really want to do. So that's it for that. I'm going to look at my computer for a second. I'll actually just give my opinions on some things. I don't know if anyone's been checking this out, whoever owns a PC out there. But PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, that game is highly addicting. Honestly, it's a shame because the game is getting a lot of hype, which I think is deserved. I hate people like Total Biscuit. If you know him, he's a person who reviews on PC. He's always against the popularity in early access games, which I honestly think is bullshit. It seriously is, because, you know, if the game is good, who gives a shit if it's popular? I mean, PlayerUnknown has got a lot of hype right now. Like, it's basically, If you know these games, it's H1Z1 but without the zombies. It's like a battle royale game. You jump off a plane, you parachute, land, you pick up a bunch of weapons, kill each other in this big map. That's it. There's a play area that gets smaller. You got to be in the play area, and the smaller it gets, the closer you guys get to each other. So really, it's got an addicting concept. It's got a fresh idea, and it executes it very well. Well, after this patch, it did. Before, the optimization was poor. There was a lot of imbalance with the guns. Whether people agree with me or not, I think there was, but whatever. And but the game now, I honestly, oh my gosh, I left the game on 2 times previously, but so it says like 34 hours right now, which is unrealistic because I did leave the game on. But even then, I think that was like for 10 hours in total, so I still think I have at least I wouldn't say 24, that's a little too much. I'd say I have at least 17 hours in the game already. And I got it like a week ago. It's a fun-ass game, and I've been playing with my brother and his friends. Really fun game. Really awesome game. And then you got your trolls saying, another trash early access game. No detail required. Bad game. Played an hour of it. No detail required. Who gives a shit about detail when you could just say it's a shitty game? But anyways... if you don't like the game, by all means, you don't like the game. That's your preference. That's completely okay. But it's just the early access stigma on Steam. Early access is basically, I'm only explaining most things because I don't know if people know this or not. Because most people from here are coming from my brand. They're not coming from the gaming community. There's probably people out there who have a Steam and shit like that, but I don't know if people from my brand even play games that often. There's a game called Zombie Driver, and it's $1 right now. It's on sale. Zombie Driver HD. Oh, Christ. Hey, it's got a very positive review, actually. I didn't have high expectations for Zombie Driver, but it's surprisingly good fun mowing down zombies. Seems okay, but it's something I'd be happy playing on my tablet on my couch than hunched over on a PC. Oh, Lord. But early access, that basically means, a game needs to get submitted, and if the game does get submitted, then it gets put into early access. And this basically means the game is not released yet. It's either in the alpha or beta stage. And they're allowed to put updates on it, but you can purchase the game in early access before it is released. So basically, you can play the game early while they're still doing updates and still doing the game, but the game is not released yet. Like, it's not a fully released game. So, say Starbound, for example, which is the game made by the people who made Terraria. That game was in early access forever, but I think about a few months ago it just got released. So now that game is released and the full game is out, and they're going to keep doing updates to it, but the full game is released. There's no more optimization. There's probably fixes and shit, but all the content that they wanted is there. They don't have to change anything else. So yeah, that's early access, and a lot of people are complaining about PlayerUnknown getting a lot of attention during early access, and I think it's just silly. I think if the game deserves it, who gives a shit if it's in early access? If it deserves it, it deserves it. That's the case. If people want to defend the game, there's a reason why. It's because it's a good game. If you don't like the game, and then you could say, yeah, I don't like the game, but you can't really blame it on the early access. It's the game. Now, if the game was in an unplayable state at early access, that's understandable. But, I've been playing it since it came out on early access, like before any patches, and it's still, it played. I could play the game. And you can definitely play it now easily, without a doubt. So, but I think the game is great. Definitely very addicting. So if you have a PC and you got the right specs for it, it's not a highly it's not fully optimized, so take that into account before you drop $30 on it. But definitely, great game. PlayerUnknown Battleground, great game. So yeah, I've been playing that. What other games have I been playing? Stardew Valley, I got back into that. Stardew Valley, great game. Great game. I couldn't get into it at the start of me playing it, which is a shame. I really wanted to try, but I just couldn't do it. So I played like 2 hours and then I stopped. And now I'm trying to get back into it, and I've got like 16 hours. That game really hits hard. I'm trying to court some dudes. In the game, you can marry. There's a selection of, I think, around not 30 people. Smaller than that, I believe. There's a selection of people and you can date and eventually marry and have kids with. So basically that. Fun game though. Really fun game. So at this point, I'd expect this is probably going to be the end of the podcast. I want to call this one an intro one, which is what you're going to see in the title. Because I don't know how ambitious I am in doing this. That's not even close to the word I was looking for. I don't know how people are going to like this, basically. So I want to upload an intro one, and then maybe when I have more time, I can make a full, possibly even 1 to 2 hour one, which would be great. I'll also be doing guest host, people who make different clothing lines. Not really interviews. I don't want to call them interviews. I just want guests. So pretty much me and them just talking. People who do different clothing lines, people who experiment with clothes, or anything else, even people who play games or skate, anything like that. So if you did enjoy, I appreciate it. I appreciate you listening. If you follow my clothing brand, that's even more awesome. Any support is great on that. And I hope if you like this, just send me a message on Instagram telling me you like the idea and what's going on. And yeah, so I appreciate all of you who listen, and I'll see y'all next time. Milk Man Juicey, I'm out of here.
My niggas is shooters, my niggas is gang. Bow, bow. Pull up and soldier if you mention my name. That niggas is pussy, that shit is a shame. Yeah, it's a shame.